Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, January 12th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you on a Monday in the new Asia session here in Thailand. I know it's still Sunday in Eastern Standard Time. And again, welcome to another trading week. Traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand, where it is actually cold outside with cloudy skies. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, if you would, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I am your moderator through the market opening preview series and also the Friday wrap-up, which we do about 4 to 6 hours after the New York close. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006. And in 2008, I retired from a wonderful career out of the fire rescue department in the great state of Florida. And I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday. Well, traders, it's 2015, and I'm still here. Traders, it's great to trade in Thailand. The time zones are great. I can trade all 3 trading sessions up to about the New York lunch and still get a good night's rest. Traders, all right. That's a little bit about myself. I do trade every day, by the way. I'm in the markets, whether I'm listening to fundamentals or I'm looking at charts. Even if I don't take a trade, I'm always involved with what's going on, and I'm always educating myself. I'm always learning new stuff every day. All right, enough about me. Let's get over to the risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Most of all, traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's move along to news and commentary. All right, traders, on the side of the calendar, we really don't have anything. I have to be honest with you. It is a very slow trading day. We have some stuff coming out of the Swissy that's medium impact. There's really nothing. New York has nothing. Canada only has business outlook that's a medium impact. So there's not much going on there. We had NFP Friday, and the Dow closed negative 0.95%. And the S&P 500 also closed negative 0.84%, with the NASDAQ closing at 0.68%, with the Russell 2000 closing negative 0.87%. Not sure what's going on that. Let's take a look at the other side of the pond. Let's head over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed negative 1.92%, with the FTSE closing at negative 1.05%. The CAC 40 was closed at negative 1.90%, and the Euro Stoxx 50 closed at negative 3.13%. Wow, that's a pretty big hit. All right, let's go over to my side of the world. Let's take a look at what's going on in the Asian markets. Okay, the Nikkei 225 closed at 0.18%. The S&P ASX 200 in Sydney, which is currently open, is at negative 0.73%. The Shanghai also is currently open at 0.86%. The Hang Seng is open with positive 0.40%, ending with the Kospi that is currently open at negative 0.30%, and they are currently trading. So that's what's going on with the market as far as calendar and numbers that come up. Just commentary that NFP really didn't look like it made much of an effect on the markets. It looked like it only moved like 40 pips, between 40 and 60 pips, depending on what pair you looked at. So it wasn't a big NFP. It was only 10,000 more than they expected, so it wasn't a big thing. So the markets really didn't react to it very well. Didn't take into it. Unemployment didn't change. So things pretty much stayed the same. I'm more concerned about today. You're going to see some very interesting charts and a lot of reversals. And today's going to be very interesting to see how this works. Remember, we have no data today. We have no data today, traders. And with no data, that means it's a totally technical day on a Monday after an NFP Friday. You know what that equals? A very slow trading day. Could be. So I'm expecting a slow trading day, and hopefully we'll get a busy one. All right, traders, let's head over to the 60-minute Forex charts as we take a review, take a look at some of them, and some of them are pretty interesting, I have to tell you. All right, remember these charts were taken within the last, I'd say 45 minutes. So these are fresh charts. These are not from like yesterday or the day before. They are fresh. Let's, as usual, start off with the euro dollar. You can see this pullback on the euro. You can see the big red candle there. That was NFP. You can see how it turned up with those 2 wicks on both sides of the body and ended up going upwards and then went sideways. It had a little gap. The gap was already closed when I opened my charts this morning. Remember, these are hourly charts, so each candle is 1 hour. So this is a great spot to short. I mean, I have to be honest with you. If you're going to stay with the trend and short it, which I would do, I would short it. I don't think you have to wait for the 38.2. The only thing I do think you have to wait is you're going to have to wait till about 2 hours before the London Open before I would kick into taking any kind of mode of shorting at this point, because we are in the Asia session and all the Asian markets are not in. I think we have one more to come in at the bottom of the hour. All right, let's take a look at the Great British Pound. Basically, same exact as the euro. The only thing that I was surprised about was the size of the pullback. You can see the big doji candle there in the middle of the chart there. That was the NFP. And you can see it's actually pulled back to that 61.8 Fibonacci level. We're right at the sweet spot to short this. The only problem is the time of day. Yep, Todd is in the way. This is not the time to be taking an entry. You're just going to end up sideways for the next 4 hours until we get close to the London Open. So we want to short this pair, and we're at the spot to do it. So we're just waiting for the entry, and that just means sitting on your hands and having a little bit of discipline, which we all don't like to do. All right, let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar, what a move this thing had made. If you remember on Friday, there was only like these two green blue candles on my charts, and that was it. And then we ended up with you can see that big doji candle there. I think that was the NFP. And after that, it's really got to be before that. Actually took off, and this thing has just bounced off that 200 and took off, and now it's sideways, of course, because there's nobody out there. I put on the chart the daily resistance line. This is the next resistance line on a daily chart, so this has room to go up further. This doesn't mean that this is going to turn around and give us our trade. So what we want to do is, as a pair, the Aussie dollar is bearish. It's very bearish, but what we have in front of us is a bullish situation. So we'd like to see this pull back to the 618, and then we'll take this up. Even if this breaks this and gives a retest of this resistance line, we'll take it up to that daily resistance line. There's plenty of pips there, it looks like to me. Let's take a look at how many pips we got there at 82.22 up to 70. Yep, that's a 50 pip trade. If this breaks out and continues upward, jump in it, and like I said, you got plenty of pips there to get break even and make some profit. Like this is your Aussie. This pair has been trading very nicely. It's bearish. You can see it's sideways at the moment, so we want to see a little bit of a pullback. We'd like to see this come up to the 618 or the 50%. Don't know if it's going to do it. It just might break support there and get a retest, and we'll take it all the way back down to that 43.21 area, and that looks pretty good for a nice trade there. The Euro Aussie is trading very nicely. It's in a really nice movement, just going sideways and just going down and going sideways and going down. So yeah, really looking nice on the Euro Aussie. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. The Euro Yen, of course, has been all over the place. It's been bullish, been bearish, but lately it has been bearish. So what we want to do is here, we want to pull back, and we need this pullback to come up to at least the 50%. So we have enough pips. We want it to come back up to the 140.98, and if we can get profit at 140.15. So if it only comes up to the 618, we still got 40 pips, 50 pips where we can profit from. So even if it comes up to the 618 and gives us a bearish candlestick formation, we're really good to take that trade. It doesn't have to come up all the way to the 38.2. That is, if we get lucky, it comes up that far. But if it only comes up to the 618, man, let's jump in it and let's grab it. All right, another one that's really interesting. Look at this New Zealand dollar. Look at the price action this thing did. Now remember, traders, this is extremely bearish. The only thing to mention is that in the last 3 days that it's had higher lows, and this trading action is kind of strange that this New Zealand has really popped off this 200 exponential moving average. Now this is more than one day, so this is into last Thursday, and I have to tell you, I'm a little bit weary about this one. I don't know what this is doing. It has not taken out resistance on the daily chart. So, we can't say that, it's a change of trend, because to me it's still in a range. It hasn't taken out any highs. So, as far as a pair goes, the pair is very bearish. However, from what's in front of us, it's very bullish. We've got 3 higher lows. We've got a green candle starting today, or a blue candle on my chart, and I just want to see a pullback to the 618, and we will take this up to 0.7860, and I think that's probably the best we're going to get out of it. It might not come back all the way to the 618, might get a pullback and then just take it up. It depends, traders. Just keep an eye on this one. Remember, there's no data to push this thing. There's nothing out there to pull this thing, so I definitely would not do anything until the London Open on this pair. Some of the other pairs you could probably react before the London Open, but this New Zealand dollar, I would not do that, and all you have to do is take a look at the daily chart and you'll understand what I'm talking about. All right, traders, on a Monday, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I thank you for joining me today for the market opening preview series as we start our new trading week. Traders, have a great trading day and a trading session, and we'll catch you tomorrow before the London Open. Take care, traders, and bye-bye.